It's time to budget for October. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Kamika, and this is Well Balanced Wallet, where I help you create healthy money habits and live a life that you love on your current budget. Today, we're going to go ahead and get our budget done for the month of October. And if you remember in last month's video, I told you guys that I would use the auto assign feature, and I've never used it before, so I'm kind of nervous, but let's jump right in. Okay, we're looking at the October budget right now, and every month I go in here and I clear out my buffer category. So this is the amount of money that I need every month to budget to all of my categories. So this month, like I said, I'm going to try to use the auto assign feature, and I really don't know how this works. I saw someone in one of my comments that said I need to give each category a target balance, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do for my situation, being that my bills are different every month, so I don't know exactly what I need to add to each category. So what I think I'm gonna do is try this feature where it will assign the money that I budgeted last month. So here is our auto assign feature here, or you can find it here on the side. Either one does the same thing. So if we look at all of these different options, these are the auto assign options. So I do have a few things that have target balances, and so I assume that's where this underfunded amount came from. So of the categories that I have target balances for, they are underfunded by $1,631, but I don't want to use that feature. The next option that you have is to assign last month, which is they'll go down the line and assign the money that you assigned last month. The next option is spent last month, which is where they'll go through and assign money based on what you spent in the last month. The next option is the average assigned, so the average of the amount that you usually assign to your accounts or to your categories, excuse me. And then the next option is the average spent. So the average spent is the average of the money that you spend every month. And then the last couple of options here are to reduce overfunding, which means that if you have money left over in any of your categories, they will pull that money out and bring it to your ready to assign. And I don't want to do that. I have about $562 that is overfunded, but I don't even know what categories they're for, so I don't want to do that. And then you can reset your available amounts, which is the amounts in this column, to 0, which I definitely don't want to do that because each of my categories are kind of like little sinking funds, or it's like small savings accounts, if you will. So take for instance the mortgage category. I have $2,924 in here, and I don't want that to go to 0 and bring that money to the top because I want to continue to save it in this category. So definitely don't want to do that one. And then the last one is reset assigned amounts. And the assigned amounts are this category here. So if you noticed in my budget with me's, I have money assigned to a few categories before we even do this. And that's because I only need $3,500 to fund my bills every month. And then everything else, it just goes either to debt or to savings. So I know that I put at least 10% of our income in home maintenance and repairs every single time we get paid. So that's why these amounts are funded usually before I do these budget with me videos. So I don't want to zero that out either. So I don't want to use that option. And it looks like we also have some manual options here. Okay, so if you know that you have, just say for instance, $500 and you're ready to assign and you want all of that $500 to go to a specific category, I believe that's what you would use this for. So you would put in, let's just do 500, and then you would find a category to put that $500 in. So we don't want to do that either. So for my situation, I think I want to do assigned last month, but I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen because last month it says that I assigned $5,563, but I only have $3,500 in the ready to assign. So I'm curious about what's going to happen when I click this button. So let's see. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. This could update the assigned amount up to 42 categories. Okay, we're gonna do it. There's an undo button, so we're gonna do it and see what happens. All right, now okay, so it assigned $204.06 more than I have. So what happens when we click this fix here button? Okay, it'll let you unassign money from categories. So let's just go through and see what they did and see if they did a good job on predicting what I need to assign my money to. All right, so for the phone, last month I assigned $79 and I spent $77. So that's good. We're gonna leave that. The internet, I think we'll leave this. That looks okay. Electricity, I know the electric bill is going to be a little bit less than it was last month. So what we'll do is change this to 200 because they gave me a little bit too much money. Okay, and you see that it subtracted from this amount that's over assigned. So that's good. I'm okay with that. For gas, I like to have $150 in this category. So let's see, what's our best course of action? So let's zero it out. Okay, we have $12 in there. So let's do 138. Okay. And it's changing this amount up here, but I have a feeling that it's gonna balance out as I keep going down the line. So, water bill, I'm not sure what it is this month, but last month I paid $57.57, so we'll leave that. That's fine. Car insurance looks good. Life insurance looks good. Okay, so we might be onto something. I think it is giving me pretty accurate details, but like I said, some of my bills change, so that's why I am like reassigning a few categories, but it's okay. As we go down the line, we'll see if the amount at the top goes back to zero. So gym is $15. Last month I spent $14.99, so that's good. Apple Music, I need to make it a priority to figure out exactly what I'm paying for through Apple Music, but we'll leave this for now because this is what I assigned last month. Debt Snowball, let's just zero this out. If you've been following along with my Debt Snowball updates, you know what is going on with my Debt Snowball right now. And if you don't, be sure to check out the latest Debt Snowball update to see what I have going on. Okay, so we took that out. Mortgage $12.87, that's good. This is the amount that I had already put for home maintenance and repairs, so that's good. Groceries, we usually do $3.30, so that's gonna make that amount go up a little bit, but that's okay. Restaurants, we do $1.50, that's good. Kamika's spending is $25, and my husband's spending needs to go back down to $25. It says $77 because he entered a contest and won last month, and so the money that he won from that contest went to his spending money, but that's not the amount that he gets every month, so we put that down to $25. Household goods, I like to do 100 here. Miscellaneous, I think I'm gonna do 150. Entertainment, I like to do 50. Spur of the moment, I like to do at least 50, sometimes 100, but we'll do 50 today because I want to see what this amount at the top is doing. So clothing, I actually need to put money here because my husband needs to go shopping for a few things. So I put that at 100. My challenge, let's see how much I'm supposed to put this month. For October, it's $125, which is perfect. Let's do done for that. Okay. Christmas account, that gets funded as we get paid, so that's fine. Let's see, trips, we definitely don't need the $484 for trips, so let's zero that out and rethink that. New car, that is what I put there as we get paid, so that's fine. Car maintenance and repairs, I like to have $600 there, so that's good. Oh, and when I zeroed out the trips category, it put us back in the green for ready to assign, so that's good. Medical, I like to have $600 here. Add, what is it, $76? Yes, $76. So that put that to $600.12. That is fine. And we're at the bottom. So we have $225.98 left in the ready to assign, which is about right. So I guess this way of budgeting is quicker. So now we just need to decide what to do with the last $225. So actually my husband is going to start school again, and we want to cash flow it. Don't want to take out any student loans, don't want to get any type of financing because they charge interest. So I need to have a category here. Let's do a new category and call it school. Okay. And I want to make sure we have everything else. And if we have everything else, if everything else looks good, then I'm just going to put this full amount here for school. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I'm going to put the whole $225.98 here for his schooling. And I believe that first payment is due next Friday or next Monday, actually. So we'll probably have to move a little bit of money around for that. I'll probably just take some money from the new car category because I'm not planning on purchasing a car at this moment, but I want to save money so that we can purchase it in cash when we're ready. But since we need cash so quickly, we will probably end up taking money from here. Check out the next Debt Snowball update to see what happens with that. But yeah, so now we are back at $0 to assign. So that means we are done with our budget. So my thoughts on the auto assign is that it was very convenient to have everything assigned for me, and then I could just go in and make changes. It was a little less nerve-wracking than I thought. I was really nervous before I clicked that button, but I think it's a great tool. And being that there's so many options to auto assign, I think what I'm going to do is make a separate video to talk about each of those options, and I'll probably do a sample budget so you guys can see what happens when you click any of those buttons. So that concludes our October budget with me. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and click the link on your screen right now for more Well Balanced Wallet content. See you there.